then I start crying.
Yeah.
I know you're going to love this stat, Joe. 4 for 8 with runners in scoring position, 50% of the time. Pretty solid there. What do you make of back-to-back days of this offensive output?
I'd like to see it become a trend. Longo, a big hit on that pitch early on in the game, and then, of course, Escobar fighting it off down the right field line. We finally found an opening on the ground. Yeah, I mean, listen, this can become contagious. There's a lot of positive complementary effects potentially. Nice way to go, because their pitcher is good. I mean, they have good starting pitching. Houston has really good starting pitching. They're outstanding. I'm not denigrating their bullpen guys. They just have really good starters. So to be able to scratch out against Keuchel today, that's pretty impressive because he's good.
Your bullpen definitely a workhorse today. How would you see in them embracing their newer roles as individuals?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really pleased with Grant coming in the 7th. I mean, again, I was just going with when you don't have the specific closer, then you just try to match it up as well as you can. The middle of the order came up in the 8th inning, and I wanted Jake there on the righties. I did not want to walk away from that. That's the problem at times. I mean, of course, Joel can get him out also, but Jake's actually a better fit. And then Joe would be a better fit for what came up in the 9th inning, so it just worked out really well. But I thought Grant is starting to look like Grant Balfour that we've seen in the past. It's more aggressive, more assertive, more strike throwing, more fastball. I like it.
That's a really big spot for Oviedo, too, to come
Yeah,
out.
no doubt. Yes, it was. The wild pitch, a little concern right there, just because then the ball could be moved and you're in trouble. But him getting out of that inning was absolutely huge. Normally I would bring Boxberger in there, but again, I got my eye on the final prize this year, meaning that you cannot kill your bullpen. So Balfour's been involved a lot. Boxberger's been involved a lot. You got to spread it out. And Oviedo can't fill in that particular role as well as some of the other guys. But I thought he did a really good job right there.
What positive did you see in Bedard's breaking pitches today?
You saw his curveball? It's a pretty good pitch. I love this curveball today a lot. The fact that he threw it often is great. The fastball played off of that. He gave up that double. We throw out the guy at third base, and that's what it's illustrated on that particular play. First of all, I still think he was out, and second of all, what's illustrated right there is the necessity to really. You've always teach tagging somebody out in a certain way, but one-on-one, tagging becomes even more crucial right now based on replays, because it's always been that neighborhood play where the guy's been called out in the past. Looks like he's out, but now they can actually see if he was or not. So the tag becomes even more vital. Regardless, I still thought he was out, and I still think Desmond was safe. I mean, throughout this whole process, the thing that's really standing out to me, I still believe I'm into replay. I'm into it. I still believe there needs to be a separate group of umpires, an Uber umpires, that are just out there specifically for replay only. And that hopefully would be the next step in regards to getting this thing nailed down, because I don't understand why those plays went against us in both situations.